Dear students, we are discussing electromagnetic induction. In it, important questions will be asked in transformer and self-induction and mutual induction. And AC generator. Okay, transformer it is common for both AC circuits and this one electromagnetic induction. That's why we shall discuss AC generator. These are the important topics. Right. First of all, what is the flux? Flux. Suppose here magnetic lines are going like this. Here small area is taken. Area is a vector. Its direction is like this, ds bar. ds bar is the area vector. B is the magnetic field. Angle between them is theta. Angle between the magnetic field and the area vector is theta. Then how much flux? Flux means lines, these magnetic lines in the form of straight line. This is called flux. Electric flux, electrical lines. Magnetic flux, magnetic lines. Flux means something in the form of lines. Okay, right here how much magnetic flux is passing through it? It is equals to, flux phi is equals to B bar dot ds bar. B bar dot ds bar. Therefore, here in this region, this is the magnetic field. Here is the some area vector. Through this area vector, how much flux is passing? That is called phi. Phi is the dot product of B and ds. So this is equal to B ds cos theta. It is a integral total. Okay, so ds cos theta, that is equal to B into surface area, that is area into cos theta. This area. Okay, so Bs, suppose if you have a habit of showing with the letter A, take letter A, Ba cos theta. B means magnetic flux, A means area, cos theta is the angle between area vector and the magnetic field. Area vector and magnetic field. So this is a very, very important formula. This total chapter run with this formula. That's why please note down once. Next. Right, we shall see here induced EMF. Induced EMF. Before dealing this, we have to discuss here Faraday's laws. Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Therefore, first of all, what is electromagnetic induction? So here electric and magnetic fields are converting one into the another. Electric and magnetic fields are converting one into the another without touching one another. For example, in a transformer, we send current converted into magnetic field. Again, that magnetic field is transferred to the secondary coil. Again, that is converted into electricity. But primary coil to secondary coil, there is no direct contact, even though power is transferred from one coil to the another coil. So this phenomenon is called electromagnetic induction. So without direct contact from one coil to the another coil, sending electricity is known as, in the form of magnetic field, is known as electromagnetic induction. Okay, so here Faraday's discovered and given two laws important related to our syllabus. Faraday's laws. First law, here you know crosses means magnetic field is going into the board. Here one conductor is taken, length L. Here one conductor is taken, length L. This conductor is suddenly moved down. Means what happened here, magnetic lines are going into the board. Those lines are cut by this conductor. Therefore already here in this copper wire, atoms present, in the atoms electrons are revolving. Electronic charged particle revolving means it produces magnetic field. That magnetic field, this external magnetic field, both are pushed one another due to this relative motion. That's why electrons are forced to go in one direction. Say, this is no. Here, conductor is going down, magnetic flux is into it. Therefore, here in this direction, current is passed. Current is generated. So here initially no current. Here if you connect with one galvanometer, you can recognize this. When this conductor is suddenly moved, immediately galvanometer shows reading. That indicates that here when conductor cuts the magnetic flux, EMF is generated in it. Electromotive force, nothing but voltage. EMF is generated in it. That is the Faraday's first law. What is the Faraday's first law? Whenever a magnetic flux is cut by a conductor, then EMF is generated in it. This is the first law. Next, second law. Here, second law indicates E is proportional to d phi by dt. Means how quickly this flux changes. Means how much amount of this magnetic flux is cut by this in a short interval of time, that proportional to the voltage induced. More fastly you drive it, more amount of flux will cut, so more voltage will be generated. Okay, so rate of change of flux is directly proportional to the EMF generated. Rate of change of flux is directly proportional to the EMF produced. So E is equal to some N into d phi by dt. Here N means number of conductors. Of course here one conductor, no, it is taken one, no problem. Therefore E is equals to N into d by dt of BA cos theta. In previously now we discussed d phi, change in flux, d by dt of BA cos theta. I shall repeat again. Faraday's first law. Whenever a conductor cuts the magnetic flux, EMF is generated in it. Okay, this is called Faraday's first law. So here, at what rate that flux is changed, that is proportional to the EMF generated in it. This flux rate is more EMF is generated in the wire. This is the Faraday's second law. So E is equal to some constant into d phi by dt. Minus sign indicates that this produced EMF always opposes the flux cut. Means if you move the conductor not easily moved, you have to apply by force, you have to supply some energy. With that energy you have to push it. Then that energy converted into electricity. Here law of conservation of energy is followed, not violated. Therefore here in cutting the magnetic flux you do some work. That work is converted into electrical energy. Therefore, this magnetic flux cutting and induced EMF, these two oppose one another. not easily cut. These two oppose. That indicates minus sign. It is called Lenge's law. According to the Lenge's law follows law of conservation of energy. I shall show you. So this minus is according to the Lenge's law, because this flux cut and EMF induced both are opposing one another. That's why minus sign is taken. N into phi value BA cos theta. B means magnetic flux, area means that enclosed area, and cos theta is the angle between area vector and the magnetic flux. Okay, now suppose you want to generate electricity. How many ways? B you can change, magnetic flux you can change, area you can change, theta you can change. In any of these methods you can produce electricity. So one case area change, what the direction of induced current. Once area change, what the direction of induced current. What theta change, what is the direction of induced current. I shall discuss. First note down this Faraday's first law. First law is whenever magnetic flux cut by the conductor, EMF is produced in it. Second law, rate of change of flux is directly proportional to EMF induced in it. Please note down these two